Hey yogis, welcome to your Power Flow class. Today we're going to focus on opening and strengthening our hips. So let's go ahead and get started in child's pose with your big toes to touch, knees wide apart. Just like any class, feel free to grab your 2 blocks. Okay? So once you're all the way down, stretch your arms over your head. Take a few moments here to just nod your forehead side to side. Maybe open or close your knees a little bit more. Stretch your fingertips a little higher and then begin to settle in. Take a deep inhale through your nose. And a big exhale, let it go. On your next inhale, reach your fingertips a little bit more. Just really stretching into your arms, into the shoulders. Inhale. And exhale. On your next inhale, walk your hands over to the right. Fold over your right thigh. Drop your left shoulder down and stretch your arms away from your body. Inhale. And exhale, come back to center, walk over to the left. Again, keeping both shoulders squared. Reach your fingertips away from your hips. Press your right sit bone down. Inhale. And exhale, come back to center. From here, keep your fingertips stretched forward. Rise up to a tabletop variation, keeping your knees out wide. Walk your hands so it's underneath your shoulders. Then drop your hips, lift your chest, straighten your arms. Even lift your feet. Inhale. And exhale, drop down back to child's pose. Let's do that 2 more times. Inhale, lift, then drop your hips. Reach the crown of your head up. Inhale. Exhale, lower. Good. Last one here. Inhale. So it's very similar to an upward facing dog. Keeping your hips open. Inhale. And exhale, tabletop position. Walk your knees hip-width distance apart. Spread your fingers out wide here. Then drop your belly, bend your elbows slightly back, gaze all the way up. And as you exhale, round your back, straighten your arms, hug your belly in. 2 more times. Inhale, cow pose. Exhale, cat. Last one, inhale. Exhale. Come back to tabletop position. Stretch your right leg back, leading with your right inner thigh. Flex your foot and roll your right inner thigh up. Inhale, stretch your left arm forward like you're shaking someone's hand. And as you exhale, bend to your right knee, grab your right foot with your left hand. Kick your right foot up and back. Peel your left shoulder open. Inhale. And as you exhale, slowly release your right foot. Just drop your left hand and walk your right foot out towards the right. Then walk your hands over to the right as you continue to slide your right foot out as far as you can go. So keeping your hands underneath your shoulders the entire time. Once you've found your edge, option to drop to your forearms. Lift your chest to lengthen your spine and rock forward and back. So just warming up through the inner thighs, your hips here. Make sure to keep your spine lengthened rather than rounding your upper back. Find stillness. Come back onto your hands. Walk your hands back. Drop your right knee. Tabletop position. Same thing on the other side. Inhale, extend your left leg back without opening your hip. Pull your navel in, then reach your right arm forward. Inhale, grow tall. Exhale, bend your left knee, grab your foot. Gaze up to open your chest. See if you could kick your feet up and back. Last breath here. Inhale. And exhale, release your foot. Just drop your right hand. Extend your left foot out towards the left. Go ahead and slide it all the way over to the left as far as you can go. Again, keeping your hands underneath your shoulders. Then feel free to drop to your forearms. Focus more on upward facing dog heart. Lean forward and back. Breathing. One more breath. Good. Come back onto your hands. Let's meet in tabletop position. Step your feet back into your first high plank position. Holding here for just a breath. Breathe in. And exhale, downward facing dog. Hips go high. Pedal at your knees. Make sure your feet are about hip width distance apart. Feel free to bend your knees a lot. Lift your toes. Inhale, lengthen your spine. Exhale, relax your head. Inhale, hold here. And as you exhale, walk your hands back towards your feet for your first ragdoll pose. Feel free to walk your feet a little wider. All 10 toes points forward. Then grab opposite elbows. Dangle your torso, relax your head, and feel free to rock side to side. Feel free to bend your knees a lot here. Grab the opposite elbow on top. Relax your neck. Come back to center, release your hands. Point your heels in, toes out. Again, you might have to walk your feet a little wider. Bend your knees, squat down for your first Malasana, frog pose. Bring your hands to heart, sit up tall, drop your shoulders away from your ears. Inhale. And exhale, plant your hands, forward folds. Walk your feet hip width. Inhale, halfway lift, hands on top of your shins. Lift your chest to lengthen your spine. Exhale, walk your hands forward to your high plank position. This time we're going to hold for a few breaths here. Spread your fingers out wide. Push the floor away. Slightly round through your upper back, but keep broadening through your collarbones. Tuck your tailbone, engage your core. Inhale, shift forward on or off your knees. Exhale, lower down mid-plank, elbows in. Inhale, upward facing dog. Lift your chest, lift your thighs. Exhale, downward facing dog. Hips go high. Breath in. Breath out. Inhale, gaze forward. Exhale, walk or lightly hop forward. Feet together or hip width. Inhale, halfway lift. Exhale, forward fold. Hinge from your hips. Inhale, mountain pose. Stand up, arms over your head. And exhale, hands to heart. Samasiddhi. Inhale, mountain pose. Then exhale, bend your right elbow back, right hand behind your neck, left hand on top of right elbow. Use your left hand as a leverage to help you guide your right hand down your back. Get into your right tricep. From here, tuck your tailbone and lean over to the left, adding a nice side body stretch. Keep both your shoulders and hips squared. Inhale, come back to center. Keep your right arm exactly the same. Reach your left arm underneath and maybe interlace your fingers. Otherwise, hands behind your back. Then use your hands to press against your upper back, lean your hips forward, and take a mini back bend. Maybe gaze up, lift your chest up. Inhale, come back to center, release your arms, roll out your shoulders. Inhale, mountain pose. Exhale, half cow face. Left hand behind your neck, right hand on top of left elbow. Again, get deep into your left tricep here. Inhale, tuck your tailbone. Exhale, side body stretch. Lean your chest over to the right. Press your hips over to the left. Inhale, come back to center. Exhale, full cow face. You'll notice one side is a little bit tighter than the other. So just bring awareness to that. Breathe in. And then exhale, baby back bend here. Arch back, gaze up. Inhale, come back to standing. Release your arms. Again, roll out your shoulders. Inhale, mountain pose, Tadasana. Exhale, forward fold. Hinge from your hips. Lead with your chest. Inhale, halfway lift, flat back. Exhale, Chaturanga Dandasana. Step your feet back, on or off your knees. Lower down mid-plank. Inhale, upward facing dog. Straighten your arms. Exhale, downward facing dog. Breath in. Breath out. Let's flow through our sun A. Breath to movement. Inhale, gaze forward. Exhale, walk or jump forward. Inhale, halfway lift. Exhale, fold. Inhale, mountain pose. Exhale, Samasiddhi, hands to heart. Inhale, mountain pose. Exhale, forward fold. Hinge from your hips. Inhale, halfway lift. Exhale, Chaturanga Dandasana. Either step or jump back. Inhale, upward facing dog. Exhale, downward facing dog. Inhale. Exhale. Inhale, gaze forward. Exhale, forward fold to the top. Inhale, halfway lift, flat back. Exhale, fold. Inhale, rise. Exhale, hands to heart. Inhale, mountain pose. Exhale, forward folds. Inhale, halfway lift. Exhale, Chaturanga Dandasana. If you're shooting back, make sure to land in your mid-plank. We'll meet in downward facing dog. Few breaths here. Try to find stillness. Shoulders away from ear, so long through the back of your neck. Breathe in. Last breath out. Inhale, gaze forward. Exhale, forward fold. Feet together. Inhale, halfway lift. Exhale, folds. Bend your knees. Inhale, chair pose. Lift your torso. Reach your arms over your head. Notice if you're arching your lower back. See if you could scoop your tailbone under. Hug your front ribs in. Inhale, sink a little bit deeper. Exhale, stand in your Samasiddhi, hands to heart. Inhale, chair pose. Exhale, forward folds. Inhale, halfway lift. Exhale, Chaturanga Dandasana. Feel free to skip your Chaturanga at any time. We'll meet in downward facing dog. Inhale, reach your right leg high. Keep your hips squared. Exhale, low lunge. Step your right foot between your thumbs. Drop your back heel, point your left toe slightly out. Inhale, warrior one. Lift your torso, reach your arms over your head. Square your shoulders, draw your front ribs in, sink deeper into your front knee. Breathe in. Exhale, plant your hands, step your right foot back, Chaturanga Dandasana. Inhale, upward facing dog. Exhale, downward facing dog. Inhale, left leg high, lead with your inner thigh. Exhale, low lunge. Can you land your heel first? Drop your right heel, inhale, warrior one. Try to bring your left thigh parallel to the floor. Roll your right inner thigh back. Straighten through your back leg. Inhale. Exhale, plant your hands, Chaturanga Dandasana. Inhale, upward facing dog. Exhale, downward facing dog. Two options, either hold in your down dog or drop into your dolphin pose. 5 breaths here. For your dolphin pose, same thing as your down dog. Keep lengthening your spine. Option to bend your knees. Lift your tailbone. Lift your toes. Last breath. And let's all meet in downward facing dog. Flowing through our sun, B, breath to movement. Inhale, gaze forward. Exhale, walk or float forward. Inhale, halfway lift. Exhale, fold. Inhale, chair pose. Exhale, Samasthiti. Inhale, chair. Exhale, forward fold. Inhale, halfway lift. Exhale, Chaturanga Dandasana. At any time, feel free to add a crow pose along the way. We'll meet in downward facing dog. And if you have your crow pose, feel free to jump back. Inhale, right leg high. Exhale, low lunge. Inhale, warrior one. Exhale, Chaturanga. Breath to movement. Inhale, upward facing dog. Exhale, downward facing dog. Inhale, left leg high. Exhale, low lunge. Inhale, warrior one. Exhale, your vinyasa. We'll meet in down dog. Five breaths here. This time, if you like, drop to child's pose. Option to close your eyes, tune inwards. Check back with your breath. Last breath in. Last breath out. Good. Meet back in downward facing dog. Inhale, gaze forward. Exhale, forward folds. Inhale, halfway lift. Exhale, folds. Inhale, chair pose. Exhale, Samasthiti. Inhale, chair pose. Exhale, forward fold. Inhale, halfway lift. Exhale, option to add a crow pose here. Otherwise, just take your Chaturanga and we'll meet in downward facing dog. Whenever you're ready, no rush. Come back to your down dog. Inhale, right leg high. Exhale. Exhale, low lunge. Inhale, warrior one. Exhale, chaturanga. Go ahead and finish off the left side on your own. And we'll meet back in downward facing dog. Once you're in your down dog, either child's pose or dolphin pose, or hold in your down dog. Come back to your breath. Slow it down. All right, yogis, let's meet back in downward facing dog. Together, breath in, breath out. Inhale, right leg high. Exhale, low lunge. Inhale, warrior one. Listen for the change. Exhale, warrior two. This time, bring your right heel in line with your back arch. Point your right toe straight forward. Stack your right knee over right ankle. Keep your shoulders squared. Inhale. Exhale, sink a little bit deeper. Keep your legs the same. Inhale, shift forward. Exhale, side angle. Either right arm to the inside or outside of your right leg. Reach your left arm over your head for an Utthita variation. Peel your left shoulder back. There's a slight rotation here. Inhale. Exhale, hold. Keep your legs the same. Inhale, reverse warrior. Drop your left arm behind you, right arm up and over. Option for a half bind. Try not to lose the depth in your front knee. Inhale, reach up and back. Exhale, low lunge and pause. Walk your right foot out towards the right for lizard pose. Keep your hands underneath your shoulders. Lift your chest, straighten your arms. Rock forward and back, maybe make some circles, get deep into your hips. Good, come back to stillness. Drop your left knee, reach your right arm up, twist over to the right, and grab your left foot with right hand, adding a nice hip flexor and quad stretch here. If you want, you could also drop to your left forearm to get a little bit deeper. Release your left foot. Come back onto your hands. Lift your left knee. Listen carefully. Bring your right knee in towards your right shoulder. So before you get into that, I want you to really use your core. So really push the floor away, straighten your arms without locking your elbows. So always put a micro bend. Lift your chest and hug your right knee into your right shoulder. Holding here for 3, 2, 1. Inhale, right leg high. Exhale, Ikapada Chaturanga. Inhale, upward facing dog. Exhale, downward facing dog. Inhale, left leg high. Exhale, low lunge. Inhale, warrior one. Exhale, warrior two. This time, open your hips. Peel your left knee out. Roll your right inner thigh back. Tuck your tailbone. Reach past your fingertips. Inhale. Sink deeper on your exhale. Inhale, shift forward. Exhale, side angle. Any variation here. Keep your right shoulder away from right ear. Draw your front ribs in. Then peel your right shoulder back. Inhale.
Twist a little bit deeper on your exhale. Keep your legs the same. Inhale, reverse warrior. Option for that half bind. Open your right shoulder back. Sink deeper into your front knee. Inhale. Exhale, low lunge. Walk your left foot over to the left, both hands to the inside of your left foot. Straighten your right leg. Try to drop your hips. Lift your heart. And again, maybe make some circles with your hips here. Rock forward and back. Come back to stillness. Drop your right knee. Reach your left arm up. And grab your right foot with left hand. Keep the twist in your upper body. So keep opening up through that left shoulder. Maybe even gaze back. Can you drop your hips a little bit deeper? Release your left foot. Replant your hands. Lift your right knee. Push the floor away. Round your upper back. Hug your left knee into your left shoulder. Hold for 3, 2, 1. Inhale, left leg high. Keep your hips square. Exhale, Ikapada, Chaturanga. Inhale, upward facing dog. Exhale, downward facing dog. A few breaths here. Relax your neck. Relax your jaw. Inhale. Last exhale. Inhale, right leg high. Exhale, right knee, right elbow. Hold. See if you could bring it up towards your right shoulder. So you've been here before. Holding for 3, 2, 1. Inhale, right leg high. Keep your hips square. Exhale, right knee, left elbow. Twist and hold for 3, 2. Listen carefully. Keep the twist. Just straighten out your right leg. Keep your right hand grounded. Inhale, fallen star. Reach your left arm up and over your head. Peel your left shoulder back. Lift your hips up a little higher. Inhale. And exhale, low lunge. Drop your left hand. Bring your right knee into your chest. Then step your right foot between your thumbs. Drop your back heel. Setting up for warrior 2 again. Inhale, rise. Tee out your arms. This time, straighten your right knee. Roll your left inner thigh in. Then shift forward, reach forward. Exhale, triangle pose. Right hand either to your right ankle, maybe shin bone, maybe up to your thigh, or all the way down to the floor. Again, there's a slight rotation through your torso here. Peel your left shoulder back. Inhale. And exhale, Utthita. Reach your left arm forward over your head. Inhale, reach forward. Exhale, widely give forward folds. Plant both hands underneath your shoulders and point all 10 toes forward. From here, as you lengthen, lift your chest and exhale, folds. Relax your head and maybe the crown of your head will touch the floor here. You can walk your hands back, create a 90-degree angle with your elbows. Inhale. Lift your chest. Exhale, Skandasana to your left. So bend your left knee, point your left toe slightly out. Option to point your right toe straight up. Maybe bring your hands to your heart center. Sit up nice and tall. Inhale. Exhale, come back to center, and then same thing on the other side. Bend your right knee, straighten your left. Try to sit down towards the floor. Press your right knee out, open through your inner thighs. Inhale. And exhale back to your wide-legged forward folds. Inhale, halfway lift. Exhale, low lunge to the front.
Drop your left knee. Inhale, crescent moon. Lift your torso, reach your arms over your head. Keep your hips active, so lift your legs, or rather your torso up, then squeeze your outer hips in, keeping your core engaged. From here, sink a little bit deeper. Inhale. And exhale, plant your hands, lift your left knee, step your right foot back, Chaturanga Dandasana. We'll meet in downward facing dog. Breath in. Breath out. Inhale, left leg high. Exhale, left knee, left elbow. Pause here. Try to lift your chest, round your back, hug your belly for 3, 2, 1. Cross it over to your right. Hold for 3, 2, 1. Straighten your left leg. Drop the knife edge of your left foot. Inhale, fallen star. Reach your right arm up and over. Feel that nice side body stretch. Open your chest. Inhale. And exhale, drop your right hand, knee to nose, low lunge. Inhale, warrior 2. Straighten your left knee. Shift forward, press your hips back. Exhale, triangle pose. So if you have your blocks, you could place your left hand underneath the block, or on top of the block, rather. Try to reach up past your right hand. Open through your chest. Inhale. And exhale, Utthita. Reach your right arm forward. Energize through your right fingertips. Pull your sternum forward. Inhale. And exhale, wide-legged forward fold. Twist all the way over to the right. This time, in your wide-legged forward fold, interlace your fingers behind your back. Palms connect. Either keep your elbows bent or straighten your arms and bring your hands behind your head. Option to bend your knees. Lean forward, lift your hamstrings. Inhale. And exhale, release your hands. Inhale, lift your chest. Exhale, Skandasana over to the right. This time, we're going to hold for a few breaths. So either stay here or open your arms and find a slight twist. Otherwise, bring your hands behind you and wrap your arms. Interlace your fingers. One more breath. Breathe in. Breathe out. Good. Release your hands to heart. Try to switch over to the other side without using your hands. So try to keep your hands to heart center and just bend your left knee, straighten out your right. Again, either hold here. Option 2, open your arms. Or option 3, full bind. 2 more breaths here. Good. Come back to center. Plant your hands. Wide-legged forward folds. Inhale, halfway lift. Flat back. Exhale, low lunge to the front. Drop your right knee. Inhale, crescent moon. Keep your upper body just like your mountain pose. Shoulders away from ears. But reach past your fingertips. Hug your front ribs in. Inhale. Sink deeper on your exhale. Good. Inhale. And exhale. Plant your hands. Step your left foot back. Your Vinyasa. We'll meet in downward facing dog. Feel free to drop to child's pose at any time. Few breaths here. Settle back in. Last breath. Exhale. Good. Let's all meet back in downward facing dog.
Inhale, right leg high. Exhale, low lunge. This time, keep your back heel lifted. Inhale, crescent lunge. Lift your torso, reach your arms over your head. Stack your shoulders over hips. Option to bend your left knee to help you tuck your tailbone. Hug your inner thighs in. Inhale. Exhale, airplane arms. Draw your chest forward, reach your arms back. Imagine you're squeezing an imaginary block. Let's meet in our warrior 3. So option to hop your left foot forward, then shoot your left leg up. Try to make a capital T shape with your body. Point your left toes down, roll your left outer hip down. Chest stays lifted. Reach the crown of your head forward. Inhale, one-legged Tadasana. Stand up. Bring your left knee in line with your left hip. Stack your left ankle underneath your left knee. Breathe in. Hold here on your exhale. Good. Coming into our tree pose. Without using your hand, see if you could place the sole of your left foot either to the inside of your right ankle, maybe up to your inner calf, or all the way up to your inner thigh. And then if you really need to, you can use your hand to guide your foot higher. Bring your hands to heart. Let's hold here for about 5 breaths. You could challenge yourself by closing your eyes. Keep pressing your left foot into your right inner thigh. Last breath. Good. Inhale, one-legged Tadasana. Exhale, forward fold. Drop your left foot, hinge from your hips. Inhale, halfway lift. Exhale, either crow pose to your jump back. Otherwise, hop or step back for your Chaturanga Dandasana. We'll meet in downward facing dog. Breath in. Breath out. Inhale, left leg high. Exhale, low lunge. Again, keep your back heel lifted. Inhale, crescent lunge. Shoulders and hips squared to the front. Lengthen your tailbone down. See if you can straighten your back leg without overarching your lower back. Last inhale. Exhale, airplane arms. Draw your chest forward. Shoot your hands back. Slightly draw your shoulder blades together. Good. Inhale. Exhale, warrior 3. You could keep your arms by your side or maybe over your head. Shoot your fingers back if your arms are by your side. Pull the crown of your head forward. Inhale, one-legged Tadasana, nice and slow. Try not to let your right foot touch the floor. Hug your inner thighs in towards each other. Draw your front ribs in. Inhale. Exhale, tree pose. Any leg variation. You could keep your arms above your head. To challenge yourself, maybe gaze up. Last breath. On your inhale, one-legged Tadasana. Exhale, forward folds. Inhale, halfway lift. Exhale, frog pose, second set. So walk your feet wide, toes out, heels in. Squat all the way down, Malasana. Again, feel free to stay here. Otherwise, drop your right fingertips out towards the right. Reach your left arm up and over. Either stay here or maybe take a full bind. We're only here for another breath. Inhale. Exhale. Good. Release your hands, come back to center. Same thing on the other side. Drop your left hand over to the left. Reach your right arm up and back. Hold here. Otherwise, full bind. Peel your right shoulder back. Good. Come back to center. Inhale, sit up tall. And exhale, forward folds. Inhale, halfway lift. Exhale, Chaturanga Dandasana. Inhale, upward facing dog. Exhale, downward facing dog. Inhale, right leg high. Exhale, half pigeon. Right knee to right wrist, right ankle to left wrist. Drop your back leg, uncurl your left toes. Make sure you're not leaning over to the right, so stay centered. If your right hip is lifted, feel free to grab a block and place it underneath your right hip. Flex your right foot, either stay lifted, otherwise hinge from your hips and fold all the way down for your sleeping pigeon. And we'll hold here for about 6 breaths. So feel free to towel off. Maybe close your eyes and come back to the present moment. If you're not already, come back onto your hands, lift your torso, and swing your left leg slightly forward. Okay, so now parallel your left thigh and your right shin bone. Flex both feet and basically creating 2 90-degree angles with your knees. Option 1, you could place your hands on the floor. Slightly lean over to the right and see if you can lift your left leg. Holding here for 3, 2, 1. Drop it down. We're going to do only 2 more sets of those. If you want to challenge yourself, bring your hands to your hips. Inhale, lift your left leg and hold for 3, 2, 1. You should feel the burn in your left hip, your left glute. So really strengthening your hips here. Last one. Hover your left leg. Hold for 3, 2, and 1. Drop it down. And then same thing with the right leg. Either hands to the floor or hands on top of your hips. This time you might have to lean slightly back and hover your right leg. Hold for 3, 2, 1. Drop it down. Hover and hold for 3, 2, 1. Release. One more. Inhale, hover for 3, 2, and 1. Drop your right leg. Slide your left leg back and take your Chaturanga Dandasana. We'll meet in downward facing dog. Inhale, left leg high. Exhale, half pigeon. You could bend your left knee as much as you need. If your hips are pretty open, try to walk your left foot forward, but stay on top of your right thigh. Take your sleeping pigeon, if that's in your practice, and let's hold here for about 6 breaths. Come back onto your hands. Slide your right leg slightly forward and make 2 90-degree angle with your knees. Hands to the floor or on top of your hips. Inhale, hover your right leg and hold for 3, 2, 1. Drop it down. Inhale, lift and hold for 3, 2, 1. Last one. Inhale, hold for 3, 2, and 1. Good. Lift your left leg and hold for 3, 2, 1. release. You got this. Inhale, lift for 3, 2, 1. Release. Last one. Inhale, hold for 3, 2, and 1. Drop your left leg. Slide your right leg back. Chaturanga Dandasana. Feel free to skip your vinyasa. We'll meet in downward facing dog. Inhale, gaze forward. Exhale, shift forward into your high plank position. On or off your knees, we're going to lower all the way down to our belly on the count of 6, 5, 4. Nice and control for 3, 2, and 1. Keep your hands underneath your shoulders. Zip tie your legs together. Inhale, cobra pose. Lift your forehead. Lift your chest, but keep your chin slightly tucked towards your chest. Inhale. And exhale, slowly lower. Bend both knees. Grab for the outside of your feet. Inhale, lift your chest. And exhale, lift your thighs for full floor bow. Keep kicking your feet back into your hands. Pull your chest forward. Inhale. And exhale, slowly lower. Drop your thighs. Release your legs. Relax your left cheek down. And relax your arms by your side. Let your shoulder heads fall down. Slow down your breath. And keep your left cheek down. Tee out your left arm and roll over to your left side. Only twist and roll over as far as you can go. This is a deep shoulder stretch, so you don't want to overdo it. Again, come back to center. Relax your right cheek. And same thing on the other side. Tee out your right arm. Right palm faces down. And roll over to your right side. Come back to center. Plant your hands underneath your shoulders. Rise up to tabletop. Stack your hips over knees. Walk your hands forward for puppy pose. Either drop your forehead or drop your chin down. Lift your chest, come back onto your hands, and let's have a seat. Either sit on a block or two. Coming into our double pigeon, right leg down first. Stack your right shin bone on top of left. Make sure right knee is over left ankle over left knee. If you have another block, you could also place it underneath your right knee here. Both sit bones firmly grounded. Either stay lifted in a seated position. Otherwise, hinge from your hips and fold over your legs. To get deeper into your hips, pull your chest forward. Otherwise, just slightly round through the upper back. Relax your head. Inhale, slowly lift your chest. Then walk your upper body over to the left. Keep your shoulders squared and fold over. Keep your right sit bone grounded. Don't let it lift up. Good. Come back to center. Place your hands behind you, fingertips points forward. Plant your feet hip width. Scoot your hips slightly forward. From here, straighten your arms, open your chest, roll your shoulder heads back, and inhale, reverse tabletop. Lift your hips as high as you can. Try to bring your thighs parallel to the floor. Inhale, lift your hips a little higher, and exhale, slowly lower. Good. Other side. Right leg down first, and then left leg on top of right. Okay? So go ahead and readjust. Again, both sit bones grounded. We'll take 6 breaths here. Again, you'll notice one side is a little bit tighter than the other. Inhale, slowly rise, twist over to the right, and fold over your right thigh. You're going to feel it more in that left outer hip. Good. Come back to center. Walk your hands behind you. Replant your feet. Hands shoulder width apart. Fingers points forward. Inhale, lift your chest. And exhale, reverse tabletop. Second set. Keep lifting your chest up. Lift your hips up. Inhale. And exhale, slowly lower. Good. Straighten your legs in front of you. Scoot your sit bones back. Big toes to touch. Inhale, sit up nice and tall. And exhale, hinge from your hips. Fold over your legs. Feel free to bend your knees. Rather than rounding your back, focus on upward facing dog, heart, and pull your chest forward. Inhale, slowly rise. Bend your right knee, cross your right foot over your left thigh. Hook your left elbow on top of right thigh and twist over to the right. Sit up tall. Make sure you're not arching your lower back. Peel your right shoulder open. Come back to center, other side. Two more breaths. Good. Come back to center. Scoot your sit bones forward and lower all the way down onto your back. We'll be here for the remainder of class. Keep your feet about hip width. Cross your right ankle on top of left thigh. Lift your left foot. And interlace your fingers behind your left thigh. If you want to get deeper into your hips, you could also wrap your hands around on top of your left shin bone. Keep your lower back grounded. Flex your right foot. Drop your shoulders down. Keep your ankle on top of left thigh. Just release your hands and cross your legs. So right knee on top of left knee. Either hug your thighs into your chest. Otherwise, see if you could grab opposite feet, maybe opposite ankles, or maybe even opposite shin bones. Lift your feet in line with your knees and pull your legs apart. Then feel free to rock side to side. Keep your legs crossed, eagle legs, single or double wrap. Drop your feet, scoot your hips to the right, and drop your legs over to the left. Eagle legs, supine twist. You can tee out your arms. Gaze past your right shoulder. Come back to center, unwind, and bring your hips back to center. Good. Other side, left ankle on top of right thigh, figure 4. Feel free to wrap your arms on top of your shin bone or behind your thigh. So make sure your shoulders aren't all the way up towards your ears. Invite space and elongate through the back of your neck. Cow face legs, left knee on top of right knee. Grab whatever's accessible for you. Try to pull your legs apart. Keep your lower back grounded. And rock side to side. Good. Single or double rep, eagle legs. Drop your feet. Scoot your hips to the left. Drop your legs over to the right. Tee out your arms and gaze past your left shoulder. Come back to center. Release your legs. Full happy baby pose. Stomp your feet up towards the ceiling. Grab for the outside of your feet. Press your knees down. And again, here you can rock side to side. Option to straighten one leg at a time, maybe both legs at the same time. Lower back stays grounded. Come back to center. Bring the soles of your feet to touch. Press your feet down towards your belly. Open your knees. You could use your elbows to press your knees out and up. Lower back stays grounded. Hug your knees into your chest. Wrap your arms around your legs. Lift your head to connect your forehead towards your knees. Inhale, squeeze in tight for 3, 2, and 1. Release your head. Release your legs. And drop your arms by your side. Final Shavasana. Take a deep breath in. And a big breath out. Good job, friends. Please stay here as long as you need. But if you're ready to move on with your day, we'll meet in a comfortable seated position. Bring your hands to heart center. Sit up nice and tall. Close your eyes. Inhale. Audible exhale. Inhale, bring your thumbs to your third eye. And exhale, we bow together. My heart to yours. Namaste.